It is a pleasure to see you again on my CryptoQ Media channel. Cherish the love you have. This post will provide a little grayscale while revisiting two major episodes in the history of XRP and the SEC grayscales. XRP Trust and the SEC's perplexing judgment with Ripple are among of the topics that will be discussed. Yeah, the video pretty much nails it. Now that we have your approval to like and subscribe, let's get serious. Not including the time the SEC spent claiming XRP was a security and justifying its prohibition, it has been 4 years since XRP was released. Thankfully, the SEC acknowledged that it got little confused. Does the Apostle Paul agree in this statement? Coinbase senior legal officer expresses regret for any confusion that may have arisen as a result of the SEC's repeated and fraudulent assertions that Bitcoin are securities. In its conclusion on the amended allegations against Binance, the SEC includes this unexpected representation in footnote 6. Stuart Aldridge is going to sleep well tonight. Does he have a nervous breakdown when he wakes up and sees this? So that's good news. As Stuart Aldridge pointed out, it's really bonkers. Put another way, the SEC is essentially conceding that they were somewhat incorrect in the end. Equally unimportant to him were the tokens themselves. The process was front and center. Stopping anyone from making money off of them was the top priority. You can't possibly write such a bewildering story. Furthermore, in his view, the Ripple case is concluded, but the fair notice defense remains in play. This, in my view, spells the end for Gary Gensler and the SEC in its current form. For all those involved with Bitcoin, this is fantastic news. The SEC uses a 2017 DA report to back up its stance as companies realize that crypto asset securities are governed by U.S. securities regulations. 7 years after employing an intentionally nebulous term, the SEC writes an apology letter to a federal judge who must be of ordinary intelligence for the confusion it caused. Maybe we were just a little off. I agree with Gary Gensler. This is really insane. As a result, the cryptocurrency market as a whole has experienced a tremendous upswing. But I think it really proves what everyone has been thinking all day: it's done. Is the $125 million fine really necessary? Yes, that is a reasonable inquiry. Would you be open to taking a risk? Fill out the provided space with your response. May there be a chance that you may gamble against the SEC again? Paying the $125 million and continuing is another option. This will be our second trip down memory lane. I want you to recall when Grayscale initially announced an XRP trust, because it was in the year 2021. Is anything familiar here? Ripple was hit with a lawsuit by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission in 2021 for allegedly selling an asset that was not registered as a security. What does this mean? We move forward by tossing the dice. The SEC made a public admission of error when Grayscale revealed their XRP trust. I am astounded. However, you must understand that this is enormous. Plus, very few individuals are bringing this up. Not everyone is able to establish the appropriate associations. When viewed in the perspective of cryptocurrency, whether it is XRP or something else entirely, its magnitude becomes apparent. Given that Grayscale tried to get this out but was pulled due to SEC activities, as we saw with many other exchanges, this truly lays the ground for what might be a significant transition. In addition, Galley House's Brad Galley is discussing the significance of transparent regulations and how they help propel sector and XRP growth. Despite the fact that many would claim the price isn't changing, this is excellent news. Why aren't we at 1? If we were at 10, it is possible that some users on this site could earn 10,000. It is difficult for me to say. It is true that we are still experiencing a nice upswing. Sure, the market had a solid day overall, and XRP is definitely on the upswing. The impending grayscale trust printing that will enable an ETF has many people bewildered. At this point, chaos ensues. Our first exchange-traded fund ETF might have been XRP in 2017, when the trust was in its infancy. We may have spotted this move. It may have been full institutional adoption long ago. When will XRP take off? That is the next question. When will XRP finally be freed from its limitations? Every single thing has been swiped. It is now up to Brad Stewart and the rest of the Ripple Labs team to guarantee that XRP can survive in the long run, what with RLUSD on the way and institutional adoption on the XRPL on the horizon. Now we need to know, when will XRP price pump? It is, in my opinion, coming soon. Everything was calmed down at the conclusion of the fourth quarter. After gathering all the information, Gary Gensler's ouster from government, and perhaps the election of a new president, the cryptocurrency market and XRP in particular may experience a dramatic surge. Nonetheless, I would appreciate it if you could share your thoughts on this. As a matter of fact, that is one of the most ridiculous things I have ever brought up. Yeah. I guess it shows where our market is at the moment that they can still confess we were partly erroneous 7 years after spending billions of dollars including taxpayer and Ripple Labs money and emerging from the SEC with that admission. I am really blown away. Will Christmas be Gary Gensler's last? It is difficult for me to say. We are quite grateful for the viewers' presence here. It means a lot to me that you've subscribed and watched my channel. Until then, take care.